Hi my darlings, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Teho, but you can call me T or TT. And today I am basically giving you guys a bit of a chit chat while I install this wig. Yeah? So let me first comb out this hair because it looks treacherous from the last time that I took it off. And I didn't do like a full install the last time, so let me try and do an actual install. So this is the hair. I believe it was, and yeah, this is probably, I don't know when last I wore this, but like prior to like me wearing it the other day, I haven't been wearing a wig in a while, so let's start there. Okay, so this is my approach. I'm going to be answering questions as I go through every step of attempting to basically install this wig, and we'll see how it comes out in the end, because I want an install that's going to last for a couple of days. I don't usually do that, but I'm going to try and make it last for a couple of days. So I'm going to be using the Got2b spray that is in my other vlog. So I got a wax stick. I have this spritz to like seal the deal, make the lace melt further, and I have this frizz protector for when I straighten the hair, this frizz control rather, for when I straighten the hair, and then I have this band. So I just got this band today, and yeah, let's start. Okay, so my edges are not controlled, so I'm gonna put this edge holding gel from Aliexpress, and hopefully it holds. Child, I have a mirror but I'm not using it. Okay, so the first question is, what's your perspective or perception on religion? Okay, a very touchy topic. Religion to me is something that I feel like is custom to an individual. I don't feel like it's something that should be like a collective of like, oh, we believe in what they don't believe in what. I feel like it should be like from a standpoint of individualism, and it's fine. Like in the real world, that's not how it works, but for me, it's just something that I feel like everyone should be able to believe in whatever they feel is best suited for their lifetime or gives them the best comfort in terms of their journey in life, whatever they feel is fulfilling to them spiritually, is the way that they should go. But yeah, so everyone is different, everyone believes and sees things differently, and I would like to believe that it shouldn't be a thing where someone feels like they should be limited by tell me why as soon as I stopped filming there's something that passes outside. There's a car, there's a truck, there's something ghetto nje eyenzakalayo. Tell me why. Let me do this for 2 minutes and see how that works. I'll blow dry, but someone is sleeping in the yard. Anyway, the second question is, what's your favorite song for 2023? Okay, we're making things a bit light right now, so that's interesting. I don't think I'm the kind of person that's like, I have a favorite song. I'll have like a collective of songs that I feel like I really like for the year, or like I'm obsessed with, or I'm constantly singing. But it also is dependent on genres. So I'm not the kind of person that's gonna be like, oh, my favorite song is this, and it's singularly specific to one genre. Like I'll have a favorite song maybe from every genre, but I'm trying to think of every genre. Like, things are piling up. Ooh, there's a lot. I'm not sure if the song was released this year, but Msaki's Zanzibar by Msaki. Ow. It has really been a song for me. Like, that song for the first half of the year has been stuck in my head like non-stop. So okay, so I'm not using a wig cap method or a bold cap method. Actually, let me grab my foundation. So I just grabbed this. It's the wrap or mousse by ORS, or rather, yeah. And then I just got my foundation. I use the Allegro Pro coverage foundation. And I grabbed this empty bottle. So as you can see, guys, I'm gonna show you something. I'm not sure if I should fully do it, but the lace is not, I didn't bleach knots, number one, and then the knots are not very, they're not crazy in my opinion, but you know, they could use a bit of, and this is a 4x4 lace. And yes, there is glue from the previous attempt of an install, but it wasn't really an install, so I'm not that concerned. It's not glue. Anyway, so I'm gonna attempt to tint the lace and DIY the lace tint or whatever. So just a few pumps of these. Hopefully I don't make a mess. I would hate to make a mess. And then a few more pumps of that. Let me close this before it gets messy, child. My bad, shorty. Okay. One thing about filming from your phone. I'm taking camera, guys. I'm taking camera. I'm kidding. Hey, what if I decide to pull out? So, ooh, child. No. That's too thick. That is way too thick. I'm gonna try and put this in also. Guys, don't judge it. Someone is cringing right now. If you're a pro install girly, just skip NG, because you're gonna cringe throughout. You're gonna cringe throughout, okay? But yeah, let me see how it does. No, but it's attempting. Like, he has a manje, yeah. But I'm gonna have to clean up after I do this. I'm gonna have to clean up the hair at the top because wow, the lace is penetrable, so obviously it's gonna be a mess. So this is how the top looks. Not crazy, right? Yeah. Anyway, let me just comb out this part, child. So the third question is, what's the ideal age to get married? Asking me, boo boo. You're asking me. Honestly, I'm the kind of person, if I'm in love, if I'm happy, and if I feel like I'm ready. Not the kind of person that's like very specific on when I would like to get married. I feel like people are like, oh, I want to get married at 20, 25, 30, 35, or whatever. I'm not like that. Like, if I'm happy and if I feel like I'm ready to have a lifelong partnership with someone, then why not? Like, I don't. Now that we're done with tinting the lace, it's not that bad. It's not that tinted, but this is like scalp or bleached knots like level, so I'm fine with it. I'm just gonna try and put it on, child. Hopefully I can get my corners fully in it and tucked in and cozy. Whew. Gotta get better squat, thank you. Oh, okay. Why does the hair feel like it has more volume today? Or kidirilling? Now I'm just sitting like, what's going on? Okay. This should not be here. I look crazy. I look crazy. Cause I'm crazy. Crazy about you. Hangeke, guys. One thing about me, I don't trust myself with plucking. So trust that the beginning of this wig is not plucked. As much as they're like, oh, pre-plucked and dun. One thing about it, they gonna lie, and lie to your face. Anyway, so what's the ideal age of getting married? So let's continue. I don't think there's an ideal age of getting married. I could easily get married within the next 3 years. That's how like open I am to marriage. I'm not exactly the scaredy cat when it comes to that. So that's something that I'm like open to. Whatever. But I think it's also very controversial of me to say this because I feel like in our black culture it's more of like something that's discouraged to get married at an early age because everyone's just like, oh, you should have fun and have your freedom and this and this and that. And I'm like, okay, I get that part, but having fun and having your freedom also has put a lot of people, from what I've, heard and seen, in a place where they feel like, okay, let you do like one, and I'm not open to having another individual in my life, or the independent woman dynamic. Now I don't want to put myself in that space, and it's fine to be independent. Like I like making my own money. I like working for myself. I like doing all of that. Like having your own money in your bank account. But I think like in a way there's also the sense of discouraging partnership or discouraging, and another thing is that there's a lack of faith in our community in marriage. Like that's not something that everyone is like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a thing, it's a decision that people make and they can be comfortable with. Everyone is just so anti-marriage, and it's wild like how against marriage everyone is. Everyone is just so against marriage, and I'm like, is that normal? Is that the new normal? Like, you can't get married before 25. You shouldn't necessarily get married before 30. There's a too early, and then there's also a too late. Like, people get married super late, and if you get to 35 and you're not married, it's now a stigma of like, oh, Haranyala, something is wrong with her. And I've heard Betty Gents be like, a woman that doesn't have a child or has never been wed, either one, um, by the age of like, by her early 30s or something, means that there's something wrong with her. And I'm like, that's very stereotypical. That's very wild, actually, to like put that on women. But again, enough on that. I could easily get married tomorrow, so rest, guys. Rest. I don't have an ideal age for that. The next thing is, what's your favorite holiday? Ooh, I think New Year's Eve. Like the night before, the day before, or the night before rather. Um, the first day of the year, like the 31. I know it's not an official holiday, but they did the 31. And if not that, if you don't consider that a holiday, then Christmas. I love Christmas. I love the festivity of that season. I love, waking up on a Christmas morning, waking up late. Yes, and I'm an adult now. I don't wake up late like that no more because but I love Christmas. I love the spirit. I love having family around. I love I love that feeling of having breakfast with scones and tea, and then afterwards, you know, you wait for lunch, lo tlhapa, lo tlhapa. After that, you wait for lunch, and the lunch, yeah, ke buffet mola hwa jewa. And it's not like it's things that you don't have on a daily basis. It's things you have on a regular, but that just the spirit of that time, it's just different, man. It's just different. So that's what I love about it. That time, that specific time, just has a different energy. Christmas has a different energy to it. So that I love about it. Yeah. And then the next question is, how was the Barbie movie? Child. It was actually not what I expected. I don't know what I was expecting, but in terms of their creativity, the world, like the Barbie world, because they're two worlds, right? The human world and the Barbie world. I loved the Barbie world, okay? I don't want to lie to anyone. I loved it. It was just like, I think the first scene when like they show Barbie and all of that, like the next morning after the party, and she's waking up and she's literally a doll in every way possible. She's literally a doll in every way possible. She's waking up, instead of brushing her, like the way you treat your doll, like, and they explaining the dynamic of like, oh, a Barbie doll is usually just picked up by its owner and put wherever it is. They don't need to climb down the stairs or whatever, because we just do that as the kids. Ooh, yes, I've never experienced this, but I've heard you guys be like, oh, the ears, what, soz, I'm fine with it being underneath. Yo, we girlies, you deal with this on a daily basis. Ni brave, son, braver than me, stronger than me. And yes, my ears are tucked under, but the other way, so yeah, that's just the experience. It was interesting. It was fun. I went with my sister, my younger sister, and I wanted it to be like a memory for us, where I took her to go watch the Barbie movie, and it's just like this thing that she keeps in her head from her childhood, because to me she's still a child. She's not the bratty, snotty teenager with the attitude and I doubt she'll ever be, but I just wanted that to be like a nostalgic memory for her when she thinks of Barbie. Besides, I feel like it was also like an inner child kind of movie. Like, it's such a satisfying movie where you kind of now, I don't know, kind of understand your Barbie doll and the concept of being a real girl and all of that. Like, it's just like a very interesting movie. And I heard some black girls in South Africa be like, oh, the Barbie movie is so overrated. I'm like, baby, you probably didn't grow up playing with Barbie, okay? If you're not a person that grew up playing with those specific dolls, there won't be a very huge resonance or relatableness or understanding or any connection. You can't just be out here being like, oh, I'm gonna go watch Barbie. Yeah, but did you have a girly childhood? That's another big question. Like, did you experience being a girly girl in your childhood? Because not right now, I still tell people, And when I say kimpopi, I just say I say it from a point of a girl child that's like been playing with dolls and all of that. And I'm like kimpopi and like I'm a doll. So anyway, yo guys, this band is playing with my medulla oblongata. Alright. My medulla oblongata. Okay, the last movie that made you cry. I feel like that almost made me cry, but that was not it. I can't recall a movie that made me cry last. Maybe the movie by the movie though, it's not new. Home, the cartoon movie Home. Maybe that was what made me cry. I don't know. I cry a lot because I am just that kind of girly, and I did cry from the movie. Let's take a movie so I do cry over movies a lot. So angazi man, angazi. I don't know. And then, what age do you feel a woman is in her prime? Oh, baby, our lives are very, very different. And for me, I feel like every woman experiences her prime at a different time from the other one. So it can't be a thing where I'm like, oh, I feel like a woman's prime is in this year or whatever. Like, I feel like it's all different according to like how your life unfolds and all. So I wouldn't say I have a definitive. Guys, my battery literally ran out in the middle of shooting, and I was aware that it was running out. It's just that I was just like, let me continue. I was just saying that every woman has a different life experience, and they're allowed to be in their prime in different eras, like in different age. Like, there are people that are in their prime in their 40s. There are people that have been in their prime in their 20s. You know, so it just comes as time goes. It's not a thing where I can say, oh, this is supposed to be a woman's prime. As much as they're like, oh, your 20s are your primes. Yeah. Life has made the same, guys. Like, not everyone experiences life in the same way as everyone else. So you need to be mindful of that, you know. I always have to be mindful of stuff like that. One thing about me, I'll make my hair straight and then flip it back like it's supposed to be curly. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I feel is valid as an answer. So would you marry someone for their money? Hi bro, guys, you guys marry people for their money? How much money do these people have that you marry them specifically for that? Letting a telling because I'm marrying for money. You know, another thing is that when you date in a particular spectrum, I don't think you now date for money. You know, when you date in a certain league, money is no longer a thing that you like, oh, I have to consider this. I have to, you know, you don't think, Gori, how much money does this person have? It's more of like, oh, okay, they do have money. You already know that and you're secure. So let's go to bigger matters such as their personality, their morals, their values, their this, their that. It's just one of those things. As opposed to when you feel like you're dating Moilore, Ausho, Corona Moilore, you're like wondering, does this person have money? Another thing is that, guys, marrying for money, you have to be a very emotionally detached person. Like, you have to know how to be like, oh, this person is just a business move. I go business move, man, because I'm one of those people, if I don't like you, I don't like you. And I struggle to even hide stuff like that. So kabanga, a man that you have married, a man that you have to wake up to every other morning and talk to and kiki and because to him, you know, he likes you, he loves you, whatever, and you don't share the same desires as him. But now sonju phelo moshineji mo because uhela chelete ngwanyana wa ka. It's the same way with looks. Like when you're genuinely not attracted to a person, how do you go from that to like, oh, okay, let me marry this person just in J because you find it, you find it comforting or what? But you just marry a person because they have money. Banning about here in this world that have money and are evil and are cruel and are stingy and are this and are that. So at the end of the day, as much as money is a daily necessity or a daily thing, you still have to deal with this monster that you've married or this boring person that you've married. You don't put yourselves, there are people that put themselves in positions where they now have to go and find a person that they actually like so they can be entertained or happy or fulfilled. You know? So, So as another extra admin. The extra admin. Miss me with the BS. So, yeah. Just date in the right spaces and you won't have to think about money and be concerned or whatever. Like, also date a person for who they are. As much as you might be like, oh, okay, this person is money, I genuinely like that person, because at the end of the day, even if you can marry a businessman that's like a millionaire, what if things go south and he's no longer a millionaire, he's like 1,000-year, if that's a thing. But like, yeah, you have to downgrade your lifestyle for a particular period. And if we prove a 2 point, or struggle because you're like, oh my reputation, your reputation. You won't think my partner is struggling, we're struggling as a family, and I need to be understanding. This is my life partner, and compromise and be like supportive. And guys, don't introduce yourselves to a life where you are living in Prasarachava. But if you're one of the women that can like be emotionally detached in a relationship, then secure that bag, baby. You have no reason not to secure your bag. But personally, I don't have the strength in me to wake up and every day because of the amount bank accounting. You know, it would have been like maybe a pro as if I could do that, but I don't think that's something that I'm built for. I'm a very emotionally open person. Like when it comes to like connections, I'm there. I believe in I'm a connections, you know. So that ought to be a challenge for me. Maybe for someone else it might be like, a slice, a piece of cake. But for me, it's not, hey? I genuinely love. I believe in love. So that would have to be a different topic. That would have to be a whole thing where I have to be educated on how to emotionally attach from someone you're going to live with for the rest of your life. That should be a course or something. That would be a course that I'd have to take for me to be like mentally in that space. God, like, the girlies that have done it are taking one for the team, because Tina Abanye, suckers for love. Suckers for love. And there's no off switch, you know? So, yeah. Because this side is not cooperating. I know y'all can see that from the camera. I am not impressed. Someone said I mustn't go too fast. Like, one of the tutorials that I watched on straightening hair was like, don't go too fast, my dear one. And I was like, ma'am, do I look like I'm intentionally going fast? All right, next topic. What are your day-to-day challenges of being an upcoming or a small YouTuber? I'd have to say the day-to-day challenges is that I'm a very private person. So on YouTube, I share like a quarter of my life, which is something that I'm like okay with. That's something that I'm like, yeah, this is how much I'm comfortable with sharing. And therefore, this is how much I am willing to share, a mere quarter of my life. Yeah, so it's available. The biggest challenge that I have is that I decide when I'm gonna make content, and what parts of my life I would like to make content. I think some of the parts that I leave out probably make the best content, but I just feel like for my own sense of privacy, I would like to not share them. So maybe that's one of the struggles that I have, like actually being able to make content but also separating my personal life from social media, from like YouTube rather. Maybe social media is better. I'm not even like the posty type or anything, so that's not much of a concern. On the other side, it always comes out somehow, and I'm happy. Knowing me, I'm happy. So let me try and lay it again. What's something you cannot live without that's in your bag? Gloss or chapstick rather. Just a lip moisturizer I cannot live without. I can't live without that. I also cannot live without my phone. I can't live without my phone. Not that I always have to be like online or social media or whatever. That's not even the purpose of having my phone. If this isn't flat enough, if this is not flat enough, then I guess it wants miracles from me. Okay, 5 most beautiful things in the world. Well, in my opinion, obviously. The most beautiful things in the world, according to moi, is one, love, and like genuine love, genuine unconditional love. It's just something you don't witness often, but is one of the most beautiful things. Kulomhlaba nje, genuine unconditional love. And then sympathy or empathy. Like, empathy is one of the things that I feel like just make this world make sense. Like, it's the root of humanity, in my opinion. Like, that sense of caring about somebody just because you feel like, you know, I'm human, I could also go through that, you know, I can experience that feeling. Another thing, sunsets. That's number 3. Sunsets, mhlambe mina, because I'm a sucker for nature, but I love sunsets. Whatever God's plan was for us, when he was creating sunsets. He knew. He just knew. Like, he just knew what he was doing, okay? The blueprint was set. Ukuthi ama sunsets azoba pink, azoba orange, azoba purple. There, even I could have clapped hands for that because wow, what a genius idea. You know? What a genius idea. Another thing we take for granted is probably the moon. The moon. And then a fourth or fifth one is like true connections, like having this real friendship or rather, should I just say soulmates, like finding your soulmates and experiencing life kanjalo. And people think soulmates are like strictly only like your lovers or whatever, but like you also have friendship soulmates, in my opinion. Again, like you can have a friend that is meant to be your friend in this lifetime, and that's your soulmate in this lifetime. Oh snap, that stings. I have a cut and it stings. Anyway, yeah, that was meant to be your bestie. Like, people experience love in different ways. Like, oh my gosh, I can't find my soulmate, I can't find a lover, I can't find a partner in crime. But they had this best friend since like day one that's there for them 24/7. And then someone a life partner, but like never finds like a girl relationship or a guy friend, you know, that's someone that they confide in, that's someone that they cry with. But you know, that's the same thing you get out of a relationship if you marry or date the right person. Like, you also get the benefit of having a best friend in a life partner. So Angazi, you tell me, boo boo, you tell me. So those are the 5 things that I feel like are super, super beautiful in this world. Maybe I should include motherhood, but I'm not a mother, you know. But I feel like it's something that I feel like is very beautiful from what I've seen. I feel like motherhood is like one of the most beautiful things. To my mother-in-law, thank you. To my mother-in-law, thank you for your son. Ooh, wait. I sana. And one thing about me, I'm such a lover girl, Shem. Nah, don't ever think I'll lose being a lover girl. Like, no matter what happens, I'll always be a lover girl, Shem. Hey, re ba robile pelo ra ngala ha re sa jola ha re sa rata, we don't like get vulnerable again. Nah, I'm a lover girl. Ke tlo rata gape
la go ka senyega re rata o mo.
You get another one and you try again, and you continue loving, and you continue building, and you continue being wholesome, and you experience life, nje. But you're not the first person to love someone. If that be the case, you know, you're not the first. You definitely won't be the last. So, but you know what? If you're gonna open your heart, you're also allowing yourself to be vulnerable. But you know, we all hope and pray that whoever you choose to love doesn't do that to us. Okay, do you believe in true love? Yes. From this entire video, I think the one thing that I've stood on is like, nah, I believe in, I'm a lover girl. Yeah, I believe in love. I believe in love. There's like a mirror here. So I'm looking at my hair from that. So I believe in utando. Yeah, definitely a lover girl. Okay, the next question is, what do you feel are the fundamentals of a healthy relationship? Hi, guys. They're the basics, you know, nothing extra, nothing crazy. Number one, great communication. Like, I feel like as soon as you feel to be like, hey, I'm not okay, hey, this is what's going on, as soon as you lose that sense of partnership in that area, you know, you've lost everything. There's nothing greater than being able to talk to someone, being able to confide in someone, being able to find that sense of security in confiding in someone, you know? It's the best feeling ever. So I encourage lerato. So y'all better do that. Let's get a little bit like in Skala sonke. So yeah, I do believe the fundamentals of a healthy relationship: great communication, lots of affection, like honesty, like complete honesty, compromise, boundaries, and goals, like having goals as a couple to like grow and progress and all of that. Like, that can get you far because you have things that you're aiming for instead of just like plainly, you know, riding away with a guy. So personally, now I encourage, you know, things along those lines. I encourage healthy relationships. So yeah, my opinion on public display of affection. My opinion on public display of affection. I guess I'm very pro PDA. Hey, I love holding hands. I love, you know, the leaning on, you know, your partner's shoulder. You know, the bicep hold, doing all of that. Like, I'm very affectionate, and having a partner like that, you know, has to be every girl's dream, unless like you're very, which how am I too, you weren't raised to like, you know, be affectionate or whatever, which is sad, but it's everything, child. It's everything. It's everything. Guys, don't judge it, ne? Elastic bands. Don't judge it. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Oh, this is Oshona. Oh, it melted nicely. Inking ala is just that it melted with hair. So we're trying to get rid of the hair without lifting the lace, which is working. It's not like it's a problem or anything, but it's probably because I refuse to plug the front. But eventually I will do it. You know, like guys, like, yo, plucking hair just seems like there's a chance I will always see. I don't want hair, so I'm just scared if I attempt to pluck it. Alright, you guys, so I'm done installing this hair. I think I'm just gonna sleep with the headband like this. As much as it's uncomfortable, I would just prefer to have it on like this. And then I'll sleep also with a duke, so the top part stays flat. And then final part would be obviously bonnet. So that's how I'm gonna look. Okay, so I actually tried to like loosen up the elastic band so it doesn't like hurt my ears as much, but yeah, I tried my best. As much as it still stings, I tried my level best. Okay, so I'm just gonna put on this to try and keep the top part flat, and then I'm gonna put on a bonnet. So the last two questions that I'm taking were, well, let's make it 3. What is your dream job?
Darling, I've told you several times before, I have no dream job. I do not dream of labor.
I do not dream of labor, okay? I don't dream of labor. But anyway, I love being creative, so it's probably jobs in the creative space. So basically, anything that has me talking and sharing my thoughts and just having fun on camera. I think I was even advised to take media studies in like college or whatever, and I was like, no, I'm fine, I'll pass. But yeah, I'm chatty, I love conversations, I love sharing my outlook on things. I just am not a debater, okay? So jobs in the creative space do kind of fit me. But yeah, that's that. Okay, and then, are you a dreamer or a realist? I am probably a dreamer, okay? Because for me, I like to think that my delulus will come true, okay? My delulus will come true. So I'm definitely a dreamer. Yeah, so this is the hair wrapped up in the duke and all of that. And we're gonna stuff it in. Oh, this is actually a bit more protective. Child. Okay. Yeah, it's better. Oh, this is definitely better. Hopefully it doesn't move here. But yeah, I believe in my delilus and they will come true. And then, what's something that you wish that you were better at? Oh, I think probably marketing, like being able to market myself as a creator. So, but I'll figure it out. It's just a matter of time. Anyway, this is me. Done with everything. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and watching me struggle with doing my hair and all of that, but we'll get there. We'll get there. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can also text me on Instagram or TikTok at _Tejo. I'll see you guys in the next video.